Oh, junk. I think we here. What's up, y'all? Just realized my microphone's not in the right spot. My stand's not in the right spot. My head's not in the right spot, you know? You know? Sometimes it just be like that. My focus is not in the right spot. And now we are. What's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday already. Where has the week gone? Holy moly. I'll tell you what. It has been a week. It has been a hell of a week. What do we want to start off with? Still kind of warming up a little bit. Just did a couple flexibilities. Tuba. I think just the tuba. That low C, I've been hitting it a lot more than normal, mostly in the mornings. Not gonna work for me at the moment. That's okay. That was a low C. If you caught that, if the mic picked it up. That was a C. What do we want to play today? Still have to warm up. Where is my trumpet concerto? Haha. I really have to figure out a better system for all this sheet music. It's kind of all over the place. What's going on, Professor? How you doing, my friend? What is good? You still on the road? Oh, well, ads. Well, that's okay. We'll wait for advertisements. Apologies. I love the positive outlook no matter what's going on. We got horn, we're wootin'. We got advertisements, we're wootin'. We're Victor, we're wootin'. Victor Wooten joke. That's not a trill. Whatever. Yeah, I don't want to actually do this one just yet. I want that one for later. Welcome back, Professor. Good to see you, my friend. Sorry for the ads. How are things? How you doing? Hope you're having a good week. I'm still figuring out what I actually what I need to practice at the start. Maybe some of this, maybe some coprosh. That's gotta be good. That's gotta be good. But where is it? Where is she? Oh my god, I actually have lost it. Found it. It's so hard when all of the music I play from is like printed off and not in books and not well organized, and it's me, and so I'm not organized even at the best of times. Just do a little coprash. That'll be a good, nice and easy warm up. Yo, what's up, Mdor? Good to see you as well, my friend. Thanks for coming out. Hope you're doing well. I'll be better once I can get back to playing this correctly. Rough. Just do it down the octave. Not too bad. Again, we just gotta get warmed up. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. We've only been here for 9 minutes. Can't expect perfection after 9 minutes. Oh, my back is so stiff. Oh my goodness. Hoo-wee. Okay. Also, my posture is very bad. I'm like, I know I'm looking down and kind of slouching a little bit. But in my defense, it's because my music stand is way too low. And it has been for months, and I've just been lazy. It's better now. It's actually high enough now. That's my kitchen island that's buzzing at certain frequencies and will soon be gone as soon as the kitchen can accommodate. That's a whole thing. Hey, posture check. Good call. Good call. I appreciate that. Just look back on YouTube. Looks like I first found my channel on February 5th. I was gonna say I think I only missed your stream once in all the time, but in those early days I think I forgot a few times. Hey, I mean, still though, and like you're on a crazy 50 stream streak. Like you just been here all the time, my friend. It's incredible having you around, and I do mean that. A constant friendly presence really means a lot. Especially on days when I really don't necessarily feel like turning the camera on and just want to practice to myself, and I gotta think, you know, if no one else has got me, I know Professor's got me. I do know that. It would be higher if I hadn't taken a nap one day. I do remember that nap. I remember your nap day. 50 streams ago. That's got to be like, geez, probably 2-3 months, somewhere 2.5, 3 months ago at this point. Fell asleep before your stream and woke up after. And that was a weird stream. I do remember that one because it only went for like, I think it was only like an hour or an hour and a half. And like it was definitely a shorter stream. It was just a perfect storm just to reset your streak. Had to be done. You were getting too powerful. We couldn't let you, you know, get too big for your britches. Or whatever. I don't even know why that would be a thing. Much more difficult down 2 octaves. Yeah, anyone who has like a perfect evil laugh. No. That's the ones you gotta watch out for. Mm-hmm. My evil laugh is not nearly that developed. I am not that well practiced in my nefariousness, in my mischievous arts. Mischievous is it? My grandmother, my late grandmother, may she rest in peace. She was a stickler for mischievous versus mischievous. Mischievous. It's mischievous. Mischievous is not a word. English lessons with Pondbird. Back in 9th grade, someone said I looked evil when I smiled. Oh my god. Who would say that to a child? My goodness. Like, I mean, maybe you were, but you ain't gotta tell the kid. That's kind of a dick thing to say. Yeah. It was a classmate. Well, okay, so that honestly makes a little bit more sense. I don't know why I was. The scenario as it played out in my head was you're just innocent little professor in like freshman year, you know, all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, you know, probably a pair of suspenders, bow tie, pocket protector. You know, this is just my head canon. Just walking down the hallway and a teacher says, you know, when you smile, it looks evil. And so that was obviously incorrect. But if it's just another kid, then, well, they're kind of an asshole, which kids will be. So that checks out. Anyways. Yeah. Honestly, you know what? I'd say that's a good bit of Koprosh to start off the day. We should do that more. I should do that more. I am very guilty of not playing as much Koprosh as I should. I know this. It's a great personal failing on my behalf, but we will rectify this. But the problem there is that I have to play some new Koprosh that I'm gonna have to like read, which also is not my favorite thing. Oh my god, I'm shedding so much. There's so much hair in this room, on the floor, on my horn, just everywhere. It might be, probably not, but it might be close to time to think about getting a haircut. And not like, short. I want to keep my bun, but it's just so long, and it's been over 2 years since it's been cut at all. A trim we might be due for a trim. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Pardon me while we lubricate. I think 2 could use a drop or 2. One and 3 feel good. My thumb, I don't know about this thumb trigger. The shop I took it to get cleaned and repaired up while I was in Costa Rica, they said they took the rotors out and polished. It's been clicking again and sticking again over the past couple of days. So I don't know if it's like a product I'm using or if I'm using my products incorrectly, but it's really starting to piss me off. Like you can hear, that's my thumb. For reference, that's trigger 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's loud as hell. So I don't know. I might have to take it back in and see if there's anything else they can try, because I would hate to have that mar a performance or an audition. Speaking of, I think I checked this morning, but there was still no audition posted. I don't know what's happening. They just don't want people to audition. My hair would be about as long as yours in 2 years, I think. Probably. I think this is like 2 years worth of growth. So, and you don't have like your hair is shorter than mine, but it's not like short, right? You got some hair. I think so. Yeah. I think you're about right. In about 2 years, it'd be about as long as my hair is, because my hair's been about 2 years. Although in 2 years' time, then my hair would be 2 years longer. So, you're kind of always playing catch up, unless you got some skill boost, something, hair speed growth boost, food boost items. I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Eidolon, and by playing I mean I have it on and idling. So I got boost food and time candies on the brain. I've got water in my horn. Oh, there it is. Gross. Yo, Squab, what's up, dude? Welcome. I'm glad that you're here, if you are indeed the only one. Wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. As soon as I find this water trapped in my horn somewhere. Thursday. Did I say Tuesday? Whatever day it is. I hope it's a good one. Gonna grow mine down to my shoulders, keep it there for a bit, and cut it to its final form. What is the final form? So it's I like this. I like the length. How long have you been practicing? I just joined. We've been on for about 26 minutes. We've done a little bit of etude stuff. A coprash, did a little bit of work. Still kind of warming up. And I think I'm going to do... I need to do lip trills. I do need to do lip trills. Maybe we'll do that. A little flexibility, and then we'll work on trumpet concerto, tuba, alto trombone. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff that we could work on. Let's get 100 BPM, 2 inches on top and short on the sides. Hell yeah, brother. That was my, back when I was a productive member of the workforce, that was basically my go-to. It was just, I think it was either number 2 on the side. I think it was number 2 on the sides, and then on the top just enough to where I could like push it over with a little product. And you know, it looks good. I clean up pretty nice when I need to, but yeah, I much prefer the whole just throw it back in a bun and not have to worry about it. That's 1000% more my style. But you can't really get away with that necessarily in a CPA office, so such is life. Some of that was almost kind of there. Did I tell you I hit a high concert B flat last Monday? No, I don't think you did. A high concert B flat on first off, I got to know what instrument, and I do need a little context, because like if that's trumpet, concert B flat on trumpet on a B flat trumpet. What is that? A G? No, a C? C double C above the staff? Or no, wait, it goes the other. Does it go the other way? My transposition is so bad. But either way, that sounds like an incredible achievement. The C above the staff. Hell yeah, dude. Those I fucking hate C's. That's about the highest note that I play on horn is a C up above the staff. I don't know because I played trumpet a little in high school. I marched it for 2 years, and I think I never hit. I don't think I ever hit a C. There was one song that we played that went up to a B flat, and I think I could squeak that out every now and again, but I never got a C. That's pretty dope. That's pretty freaking dope, dude. That's awesome. Just inconsistent. If you told my high school self, I wouldn't believe you. But that's like, I feel like that's most things. Like if you tell your high school self like anything, they're gonna be like, no shot. I don't know. Like there's so many things that if I could tell my high school self, I'd be like, this can't be right. There's no chance this is true. Like, be gone from me, old man. You are lying to me. You're trolling. I don't even think trolling was invented when I was in high school, and I would have been like, you're fucking trolling. You know, just kind of how things go. Oh my goodness. There's going to be 20 Pokemon games and over 1,000 Pokemon. I think I might have believed that. Not the number of Mons, but definitely the number of games. I would have believed both, honestly, because it's just kind of the natural progression. If you think about it, like, they add roughly, 100-ish on average per generation. Maybe some more, maybe some less. Generation 4 was kind of a weak one, but, yeah, no. After so much time, it's just the natural evolution of the franchise, I could totally see it. And in fact, I would have been a little bit like, well, then what did they do otherwise if they're not releasing new games, new Mons? Yeah. Yo, what's up? I'm pronounce your name wrong every single time. Javier Don. Yes, I apologize, but it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Thursday, or I guess could be Friday, depending on where you're at in the world. We out here practicing. We're out here doing trills. And they're kind of working today. Just call me Jay. I apologize. I will call you Jay. Great to see you, Jay. Wonderful to have you here. Squab, are you gonna stream every day at the same time? I try to. Monday through Friday. The plan is about 11 o'clock. I'm in Eastern time, so that was 37 minutes ago. So from 37 minutes ago to an hour and 23 minutes from now. 2-hour block from 11 to 1 Eastern time. Monday through Friday is when I try to. For example, yesterday I had to cancel because it just wasn't a great day. But that announcements for those will be in. I have a Discord channel and post those there. But yes, otherwise yes. Wonderful to see you as well. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good time. Oh my God, my focus. Okay. Try to be here every day. Well, wonderful. I am also going to try and be here every day. I can't make it a promise, but I do like one day a week might be canceled between Monday through Friday. Again, I'll put announcements, but usually I will try and be here every single day just for you, Squab. For you, I'm gonna be here. I like this. I like to attend these kinds of live streams every now and again. Well, awesome. I like it. I like having you stop by. As a small musician and composer myself, I want to support other musicians. I love that. What do you play? What is your instrument of choice? And what also do you compose? Do you compose like, are you contemporary stuff? Do you compose for like orchestra, for chamber music, for popular music? Tell me about you, Jay. it's a truck outside. I was like, I hear something that I shouldn't be hearing. Yeah. Alright, that's enough trills for today. The trills, the kills, the pay the bills. Well, shoot. Since we've just done our trills, maybe let's work on a piece that has some crazy trills. First movement of Johann Georg Albrechtsberger's Concerto for Alto Trombone and Strings. Play piano and violin. Yo, love that. Composed piano pieces, violin pieces, a piece for string quartet, prelude for organ. Holy moly! Quite accomplished. That's incredible. That's incredible, dude. Fantastic. Have you ever done any horn music? There's actually two people in the horn studio at the I take classes at the local community college, and there's two horn players who are also composers, or composition track, I guess. We actually have a lot of composition majors, I guess, composition tracks. We had a whole concert. So in the Wind Symphony, we prepared like 7 or 8 pieces from a student composer, and for their sophomore recital, featuring the Wind Symphony, and it was really cool. It was freaking awesome. Completely like each one was a premiere type thing, which is a really, really fun experience. I really enjoyed that. I didn't prepare them, me personally, as well as I should have, but like the pieces were a lot of fun. I love that. I love new comps. I wish I could compose. I feel like I don't have any like new ideas, you know? Master of Puppets? No. I do not know that one. That's a good suggestion, sort of. Good to see a hyperative. Yo, if you do, Jay, I will learn it. I will play it. I will bring your vision to life. That'd be freaking awesome. Shoot, I'd play it for my sophomore recital too. I'm gonna have to do one this next upcoming year. We do recitals for in our sophomore year, and right now the theme is like anything but a French horn. So I'm doing an alto trombone concerto, the Haydn trumpet concertos, Vaughan Williams tuba concerto, Bach's cello suite, you know, things like that, where it's anything other than what's written specifically for a French horn, and it's pretty fun. It's been a lot of fun to sort of dive into what's written for other instruments. For the cello suite, for example, specifically, it's like, because you can do it's supposed to be you're playing the same note on different strings, right? So it's kind of a funky. It's at the very end. You're supposed to. It's repeating notes, but there's a concert A that's being held on one string while others are being done on other strings. And so you've got it, being able to try and piece together other timbres and other techniques from other instruments, play it on a horn, is like, it's been a lot of fun. Very interesting. Yo, Professor, you tried to compose in high school? I tried to compose a little bit a couple of months ago. I composed like 3 little melodies, and it was not. Yeah, it was not. They were not good. Looking back on them, they're very cringe. But yeah. Yo, Derple the Foamer. Derple the Foamer. Sorry, I missed you. I love the username. Organ or piano, organ, synth, and MIDI cable. Yo, love that. So you do some like electronic stuff. I love like EDM. Played my euphonium part from middle school on my trumpet last week. And how did that go? Did that work? Can you do that? Does it, or is it just, you know, 2 octaves up? All right, now I got the tonic in my ear. Oh my god, I can't drill it. I forgot the euphonium didn't really have the melody and didn't look at it closely before diving in, so it was a good sight reading practice. Hey, that's awesome. That's fantastic. I love doing that. No matter what, even if it's not what you thought, you're still finding purpose in whatever you're doing. It might not be the melody you were thinking, but boy howdy, now you're leveling up your sight reading. You're leveling up your transposition if you transposed it. Otherwise, it's a good, because you're reading in bass clef. That's something a trumpet doesn't do very often, if ever. Literally ever. That's better. I'm in Vietnam, so it's like 10:50 for me right now, and I'm getting sleepy. Goodbye. Have a great practice session. Thank you so much for hanging out, Squab. I appreciate you coming by. Hopefully you had fun, and we'll be out. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you later. Sleep well, my friend. Okay. How's about you can go to timeout? We don't need that kind of energy here. Goodbye. I didn't learn bass clef until bassoon. Yeah, I'm still learning. Horn actually has parts written in bass clef, and I am not. Yeah, my bass clef is very bad, very poor. I'm probably better at reading bass clef in C than I am bass clef in F. The name's Hyperactive, which is my band name. Yo, okay, love that. Do y'all play shows? Do you have any albums out? Can I look you up on Spotify? SoundCloud? MySpace? I don't know what other platforms there are, but that's freaking awesome. Amazon Music, Napster, LimeWire. Now we're getting into some deep cuts. Y'all are probably too young to remember LimeWire and Napster. Gonna go for now. I have stuff to take care of. Happy practicing and happy to stuff to take care of to you, Jay. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. We'll see you later. Have a good one. And I fully expect a bespoke composition for unaccompanied French horn. You know, I'm not unreasonable. We'll give you to the end of the week. Working on an album, but my bandmates kind of left, so it's only me and the drummer. Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds like a difficult challenge, but one that you're well equipped to overcome. I know that. I know that. You're going to crush it, Hyperactive. Can't wait to hear it when it's ready. Napster and LimeWire, that's a callback, dude. I'm saying, that's like. Anyways, not worth talking about, but whoo, goodness, yikes! That was a fun era of my childhood. See you later. Oh yes, I thought you were leaving, Professor. I was like, oh, we got to say goodbye to Professor now. Oh my God, no, but yes, for everyone heading out, hope you have a great rest of your day. Yo, Watson, about to go work on scales? What scales? Be specific. First off, that's excellent. I do majors and natural minors, legato and articulated, at different points of the day, but those are my daily scale workout. What do? You do pentatonics? Do you do modes? I don't do modes, like, ever. No, when we get famous, we'll shout you out. I appreciate that. Sincerely. Please do. I'm looking forward to it. Thoughts on Coprosh, Diego? I love my Coprosh. We just played some Coprosh even just earlier today. As a matter of fact, we were working on number 18, because 18 is kind of my favorite at the moment, but no, there's nothing wrong with Coprosh. As one of my horn heroes likes to say, a Coprosh a day keeps the stink away. And there might be something to that. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Highly recommended. Yo, what's up, Andrew? I have an old King Musical 1159, just getting into the horn, a few months in so far. I plan to use it for recording once I'm able to play it well. It's currently going for repair. I love that. I don't know, is that the model of horn? I don't know that I'm familiar with King Musical 1159. Ooh, okay. So Crosby. Oh, fun. That looks like a very good instrument. Hell yeah, dude. I love that. Welcome. Welcome, horn friend. It didn't look like a mellophone. Let me pull up the dun 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 dun. Where's the screen here? So it looks like it's yeah, just a double horn of some kind, which is freaking awesome. Love to see it. Major scales, because scales are my weak spot during auditions, so I got to get better and improve my range overall. That's a great way to do it. Scales give you superpowers. That's the little secret that nobody tells you, or rather that everyone tells you, but at least for me, I'm like, liar. And then I do my scales, and it's like, oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Knowing your scales is an incredible skill that translates to everything, because all music, not talking 12 tone, not talking atonal, but like all music other than weird shit is either scales or parts of scales. So knowing them means you can play any bit of music, and not just, up and down, but the intervals, right? If you do your scales in thirds, you do your scales in fourths, fifths, etc., then you're really starting to level up and you can play literally anything in the world. True story. I see the electric guitar in the back. I love the flying V. Thank you. It's kind of my dream guitar. I don't play it much, and it's the offset flying V. It's a Jackson Randy Rhoads model, and I don't play it. I don't like the floating bridge on it. And so I have a wood block under there to stop it so that it doesn't float anymore, but it's still just a pain in the ass to deal with if I ever noodle around, which I haven't in many, many months. It's the acoustic, or I also have a Jackson bass as well that I might prefer. I might prefer playing the bass over just standard guitars, but that is pretty, isn't it? Come on, can you focus? Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty one. I don't think King still makes horns, just mellows. Oh, interesting. So it's vintage. It's like super vintage. Yeah, they said an old school, so it must be. That's freaking cool. Hope it might have that like vintage sound, I don't know what a vintage King sound is, but if it's got it, that sounds like a good thing. Let's see, where did we leave off? We've been yapping for a minute. Oh. What? I don't have a cadenza, Sue me. I need to write a cadenza. I need to listen to this piece more and actually figure out what I want to do there. Because right now I just have no idea. And that's, again, that's a personal failing for me. Goodness, what to do? Maybe some Haydn? We could do some Haydn. Haydn trumpet. Not Haydn horn. We could do the Haydn horn concerto. I haven't played that in a minute. Actually, let's do this. If y'all have been around for a minute, you know my all-time favorite horn concerto, I think, is Strauss 2. Strauss's second horn concerto in E-flat. A close second is probably Haydn's concerto for horn in D. Such a banger of a piece. And I'm not going to be able to play it like well, but we might be able to, noodle around some. What's the time? It's 12 o'clock? It's already been an hour? Yo, when did that happen? Oh my god. Ah, so high. I forget that it goes up that high. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? The Haydn horn concerto we'll come back to. That's like way higher and more difficult. And the trills? Oh, that's way more difficult than I remember. Yo, what's up, Antidus? Trumpet player watching, keep it up. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You might recognize this next one as a trumpeter. I have a Viola Aries BM, tribal red burl satin with a whammy bar, and she plays great whole. Oh, not viola. I've got classical on the brain. A Vola Aries BM. Let's see. BM. Ooh. Oh, you said the tribal red? Yeah, dude. Oh, that's pretty. I love that pattern. Whoops, I accidentally opened live split. Let's so like this one here. That is a pretty guitar. Dang. I like that. That's a sexy axe. Oh my god. I shouldn't close my I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. I don't know this. And it's transposed anyways, so like that's just me being stupid. Yo, Suki! What's up, dude? Good to see you. Looked at the tuner. It looks like the best I can do right now is a high B. Watson, what? Apologies for my memory. What are you playing? What instrument are you on? Because that's I mean a high B on a lot of instruments. On a horn, high B is an excellent note to hit. You know. Watashi, 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 watashi wa yo to you. Good to see you, my friend. How are things? Hope you're doing well. Single horn and F. Single horn and F and you're hitting a B? Yo, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That is a more than excellent range. I think I honestly C is the highest that, 95 to 98% of all music is written for horn. I think, you start going into the Concertstück, the Schumann, where it goes up to an E for like no reason at all. Not no reason, but other than that is, being able to hit a C is like the cap, essentially. So you're up there, dude. Oh goodness, Suki, I tell you what. I'm tired. We're full on building cabinets right now. So we've got a lot of it cut out. We've got splinters all over my hands. Starting to do the priming and painting and then the assembling of cabinets. So that's edge banding, putting on iron-on edge banding, making them look kind of pretty and plugging along. So, it is a process. That's when I'm not playing horn, I'm doing the cabinets and stuff, which is tons of fun. Oh, dude, my back was killing me yesterday because the table I have is not like a work table; it's like a eating table. So I'm bending over like this, and I don't even realize until 15 minutes goes by, and I'm like, I stand up and just like, yeah. Can you play Mendelssohn Midsummer Nocturne horn solo? You know what? That is an excellent solo. It's a bit of a chop killer. But maybe. Let's see. I haven't looked at it in a long time. My horn in E is not the best. Let's see what we can do. Excellent request. Apologies. Biculi. Wonderful request. I appreciate that. Doug approves of you. Awesome. Not entirely sure what that means. Not familiar with horn range. You mean what octave? Oh, so a high C is F5. F5 is the C above the staff on horn. A horn's like usable functional range. Typically, I think of from F1 to F5. F1 is like, for me, a little squirrely. I usually go to about a G1. Up to about F5, and I can squeak out a few more up there, you know, if needed, but not often. You mean often one who has lost his parents, or often frequently? If any of y'all are real knowers, you will know exactly what musical that is from. I don't think I've ever mentioned it before on stream. It's just a pure trivia knowledge check. All right, Midsummer Night's Dream. Let's see. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be real with you. My chops are already hurting from that. Holy cow! Because it's piano, it's dolce, it's in a range. Whew. And then the second half is even worse. Okay, so that's where we're gonna leave the Mendelssohn. Ouch. I might have to do some recovery after that, my word. To an extent, I'm practicing the higher register to cover for my lack of control for anything below a low F. You know, I used to be like that. Back when I was in college, I would be like, you know, the high range just comes natural to me. I'm gonna play high all the time because I had no low register. It really, really would behoove you to focus a little bit on your low register, because the low register is what builds up the high, to be honest. The control in your corners, your bottom lip being firm, they have to be ironclad in order to play low, and it translates into playing up high as well. Minotaurus Magna, do you have any tips to make it easier to transpose on the horn? Know your scales cold would be probably my first, because no matter what is written on the page, it's going to be a scale, like in a key, and if you know what that scale is, you're going to have such an easier time navigating whatever it is. I'm currently working on a few things. Haydn's Trumpet Concerto, which is for trumpet in E flat. So I'm transposing that one. I know what key that one is in. I've got a tuba concerto and a Bach cello sonata, the prelude to that. Those are in C. So I know, okay, if these are in F minor, E minor, the cello suite is in D major, G major concert, but D for me. So it's, going up and down the D scale makes learning the cello suite a lot easier. That sort of a thing. Tip number one, always, usually is just like do your scales, know your scales. And then do it. Is transpose. Read a lot of music. If you're doing, if you're playing your Koprosh, which I absolutely recommend, 100% play the Koprosh. It even includes, for example, we did number 18. I've been doing it as written, but it comes with handy dandy. Do it in E. Do it in E flat. Do those. It's all, transposition is a skill just like anything else. You got to practice it. So knowing your scales and then doing them. It's huge. I've been practicing getting from G to F, G or F to E2. Are we talking concert? So from going. So if you really want some good low register sort of exercises, I would recommend there's a good Caruso exercise. Julie Landsman on YouTube, she has a video series on them. I think number 3 is what is low register, and it's really good because it takes you from a G on the staff, right? An area that's decently comfortable for most players, and then you go down chromatically in sets of diminished thirds. So it's just and it's as you go down, that was sped up. You're supposed to take them, each note is a bar, and then you rest between each 3-note grouping. It's a whole thing. You breathe through your nose. You don't move the mouthpiece from your embouchure. And so by doing so, you allow your lips to naturally do what they're going to do with the mouthpiece where it is, and so your face will adapt and will be able to play them a lot better. It's helped me actually establish a low register where I did not have one before. And then also tips like, making sure you have tilt. Minotaurus, the Koprosh, I believe, is the book that I showed. Excellent. I think it's available. I think it's on IMSLP. There is, I think some of the Koprosh is public domain. But definitely, if you're looking into it, it's worth a purchase. Basically, the Bible for hornists. And Watashi, I do remember your name. I remember you have been here before because I think I've made that joke before. But yes, I don't remember much about you, if anything about you, but I do recognize the name. That's the thing, is like if I see a name, I will tend to remember a name, but it's going to take a few repetitions before I start like remembering who that name is. You know what I mean? If I have a face, that's totally different. But if it's just like a name and then, interactions in chat, it takes a little take some repetitions, but I will get there. I promise. I will learn you all. It's like the first day of school. Your teachers are like, give me a couple days. I will learn you all. I will learn you all. I sure will. Whew, goodness. All right, I think my chops are rested a little bit from the Mendelssohn. It is unique, and also the watashi, like, because watashi it's Japanese for either, oh shoot, it's you or me. I forget which one. Anata wa is you, and watashi wa is me, unless I have it backwards, which could be the case. Where were we on Haydn? Goodness gracious. You did say many weird things. Well, Watashi, what kind of weird things did you say? Because now I'm getting suspicious. Water Gaming, what's up, dude? Respect the work, especially French horn. It specifically is a lot. I play low brass, so I don't like playing trumpet and French horn. I also don't like playing trumpet. I don't really like playing low brass, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate the kind words. So, do you recognize the piece that I'm working on? You know, little trumpet concerto. I'm gonna play Gary's Mom. I'm gonna have you in the background. Keep your view count up. Thank you, Hyperactive. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope it goes well. Do not, sadly, I'm in high school playing near grade 3.5 and 4, so not too bad. We had a good festival run this year. I got you. No worries. That's awesome. I I don't mean to assume anyone's level of familiarity or anything, but it's the Haydn Trumpet Concerto in E flat is what we're working on, which also is just a phenomenal piece. If you're familiar with Squid Game, the sort of wake up music that they use in the barracks, they play the third movement of this concerto as like the wake up music at the start of each game. So, little thing for you. Were weird enough for me to say that you should remember. Oh, it was weird enough that I should remember. See, that's the problem, is a lot of things that I should remember, I categorically don't. So you're gonna have to help me out there a little bit. Like, not weird enough, like ban worthy. Hopefully. Aesthetically speaking, by sound, horn and oboe are my favorite, but I don't play either. Dude, I love a good oboe. I love a good oboe. And it's so, like, I never knew that I liked oboe until I went to college, because all the oboes I played with in high school, no offense to them, they were, you know, high school oboe players out in my small high school, so, you know, whatever. But, like, a good oboe is absolutely just eargasmic. Absolutely. What's up, Obzan? Good to see you, my friend. Good of you to stop by. I know it's really late for you over there. It's really cool. It's nice to see that it's used, but I don't watch a lot of television. Gotcha. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Water Gaming. Gonna try bassoon this summer. Yo, bassoon is awesome too. We have a professor hangs out over in Twitch and, you know, over in YouTube too, but he hangs out and he is a bassoonist and trumpeter and flautist and harmonicaist and recorderist and kind of an everythingist, and yeah. I did see, the CRT. Is that the one that, because I saw you posted a picture of it. Was that the one specifically that you were looking for? Because that's freaking incredible, dude. Either way, it's a beautiful, you know, relic of a bygone era. And I don't say that as like derogatorily. It literally is, you know, it is a beautiful example. Looked well maintained. Just another one to add to collection. I gotcha. So are they functional? Do you keep them like to plug in, you know, an old Super Nintendo and be like, these are the glory days? You wanted a Sony. I thought it wasn't. But thank you for the clarification. Does your subconsciousness live in the present moment? No. By definition, my subconsciousness lives in the future, because our perception of everything going on around us is, by definition, the past. Next question. My first one is, but the Panasonic isn't, and also it has burn in it, but that's okay. I gotcha. Well, hey, no worries. It's still a good piece, and it definitely is. They are a good decorative piece. That's awesome, dude. I'm so excited for you. All right, let's play some stuff. We're yapping a bit much. I gotta get through the end of this trumpet concerto at least. Regret throwing out my old Sony Trinitron, but I didn't have the space to keep it. That sounds like a mid 2000s, like, this is a futuristic CRT. This is the next level of visual acuity in gaming, and it's like 5 pixels. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Invented in the 60s? So it actually might be like actually 5 pixels. That's so funny. Oh, jeez. Okay. it's just a B flat arpeggio. I know these. Have to go now. Should I return? Give me water in the future. Hey, appreciate it, my friend. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later, my friend. I believe the GDM FW900's maximum resolution is 2304 by 1440. Yo, for real? That's surprisingly high of a resolution. I did not realize that was wow, for a CRT. I am impressed. I am impressed. My gobs are a little smacked, you know? That's no joke. That is no joke of a resolution. All right, let's do a little of this, just the start of the third movement, just because it's fun. Yo, that was dope. I love that. That felt good to play. Trying to make an army of clone troopers. Clone troopers. Something like you know? Or are we talking different kind of clone troopers? Oh no! Obzen, you gotta get that fixed, my guy. Yes, as a matter of fact, you are absolutely correct. Before the Star Wars, and 50 Nug, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We were just playing, before Star Wars, the Haydn Concerto for E-flat trumpet and orchestra. You have a good ear. 1234. 1234. What do we play, you guys? You guys, gals, non-binary pals? Obzen knows ball. Obzen definitely knows ball. You look like TF2 Scout. I don't know if I should be happy about that or if I should be insulted. I'm gonna choose to be happy about that. Appreciate that. Obzen knows ball. You know, ball is life. You know ball. I know ball. Hyperactive knows ball. You know, Rene Renault knows ball. 50 Nug knows ball. Professor knows ball. Professor knows all ball. That's the damn truth. All right. Okay. So now if it is seconded, I gotta actually TF2 Scout. God damn it, you're right. That is true. That is exactly like the aesthetic at the moment. Yeah, this guy right here. Hold on, let's crop it out, make it look like we know what we're doing. And dunk, and get all of y'all out of there. Dunk, dunk. See? Can't even tell it's not me. Who is this? It's Pondbird. Oh, nothing has changed. Psych! Oh, goodness. That's really funny. I don't know TF2 all that well. Clearly. Alrighty. Let's do a little... While we're here, we've been playing some high stuff. We've done our high playing for this practice. Let's work on the cello sonata a little bit. I am literally the template. They called me up and they were like, "Yo, we're developing Scout for this new game sequel to Team Fortress, right?" And they were like, "We have no idea how to design this Scout." And I was like, "I got you." I sent him a picture of exactly this. The rest is history. True story. You should play Jurassic Park. I don't know Jurassic Park. I could look it up. I do want to get through the cello suite, or the sonata, at least a little bit. And maybe we'll get to Jurassic Park. Working on my high range on trombone, and C5 is my current limit. Just needed to get sound good, not too airy. C5? Dang! That is really good. It's not even like I can only go a little bit higher than that. I can get up to an F5, but like C5, that's really freaking good. Started playing piano again. Dude, I love that. I love that. I need to. I've been putting it off, but I'm going to start in the fall with a piano class for the first time since 2011, and I have not been warming up or remembering or getting anything. So that's going to be a nightmare. I don't like that. I need to get back into piano, but we'll see. All right. Bach. This is Bach. And we'll see if it works after destroying my chops with Mendelssohn. Whose brilliant idea was it to play Midsummer Night's Dream? Can we focus? There we go. There we go. I'm not focusing, and I'm missing all of these fingerings that I normally don't miss. And that's frustrating. That's very frustrating. Girl, I can barely play Mary Had a Little Lamb right now. Well, first off, Mary Had a Little Lamb, many people don't know this, but is surprisingly technically difficult. Anyone can play it, but not everyone can actually play it, you know? Dude, the prelude is fucking impossible. Like, the jumps at the beginning are like killing me. Surprise! I actually have the jumps at the end building up to the final line are not all that bad, I say, but The end is like, I've practiced it a little bit more, I think, recently, but... Yo, Renee, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Yo, and how you doing? Should attempt Flight of the Bumblebee. We'll get there. First, I don't even have music for it. You know what? All right, here we go. Flight of the Bumblebee sheet music. French horn. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a lot. That's not something I'm going to be learning in the last 18 minutes of stream, I will say. Yeah, sorry, the camera quality, it's sometimes, right now it should be okay, but it goes out of focus really bad, and I don't know why. Yeah, the Muse score one is the first one that showed up. It doesn't look great, but also I don't think that, again, it's not, I'm not going to learn that in 18 minutes. Oh my god. How would you like Suite number 3 by Bach, Air on G string? I'm not as familiar with the third suite. I could play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I could play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't. I appreciate you, E. You know, little goofy like Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't mind that. Flight of the Bumblebee. I would like to play at some point. But as like I did like suggestions on what to play are not nearly as they don't get under my skin nearly as much as like people telling me how to play. That's the thing that really gets in my craw. It really grinds my gears when people are like, "Oh, sit up, use more air, play it slower." Like, don't tell me how to play. But like, you know, if you got a suggestion on what to play, I have no problem with you know, suggestions as long as they're, you know, fun. I like that. We guys, lettuce ass piano fingers. Lettuce ass piano fingers. I've never heard that before. Holy cow. That is a term. I gotta use that. Want me to listen to it? Okay. Let me make a note. That is the suite number 3, you said? Air on G string. Sweet. Because I also have the third movement of Gadfly I still need to do. That's the Shostakovich. It's on my list for sure. Suite number 3, Bach, Air on G string. And that's not like a euphemism that y'all are, you know, air on a G string, like having a little chuckle at my expense because I'm not a knower. Just noticed all the guitars. Yeah. I got 2 Jacksons and an Ibanez. Why can this not focus? Can we focus on something, anything? There we go. The Jackson Randy Rhoads model. Sexy little thing. The Ibanez acoustic sounds surprisingly good for. They're all cheap, you know. They're not like the top of the line of any of the models, but I really like the Ibanez acoustic, and that Jackson bass might be my favorite thing to play. I don't play any of them, but if I were going to, the bass would probably be my favorite. Been focusing on drums a lot recently. That's freaking awesome. Sonor kit? Is that a... You know what? Let's take a look. What's... Ooh, okay. Damn! Yeah. First one is $7,500. Then you have one for like 1,000. Nothing. And then you have one for 13,000. Holy moly! Have you played the mellophone? I have. I was actually back in the day when I was in high school. I was an All-American mellophone player. They flew me out to San Antonio, Texas, and I played with the All-American marching band at the halftime of the All-American football game for high school. U.S. Army sponsored, or it was sponsored by the U.S. Army, because there's Under Armour All-Americans and there's U.S. Army All-Americans. And I was part of the U.S. Army All-American mellophones. So there might even be a recording of that somewhere. I haven't looked, but it was in 2010, so probably not. My ideal setup is Sonor drums and an Istanbul cymbals. Okay. Why do you have so many if you don't play? Well, I used to play. Nowadays, all of my instrument playing time and energy is spent on horn. But when I wasn't going super hard on horn and I wanted to just pick something up and play some music, it was the guitars, because I could pick them up and do them. Nowadays, I get my musical fix here and then I go and do other things. And I could, but I just don't have the time and energy. But can I play guitar, please? I did once on stream, and I feel like it was bad. I feel like it was really bad. It was like day 83 or 85 or something. I'm sure you can find it. It wasn't very good. And I mean, like, I haven't touched them since then, so I don't know. I don't know. It's the Beatles, is it? Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Air on the G string. Okay, there we go. All right, I got it pulled up. Cool. Disgraceful. You're being disgraceful for somehow reasons. Probably. Not me. It's my party, and I will cry if I want to. I make the rules. Wait, no, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, because then I can't I can't be like, don't hate the player, hate the game, or like, I don't make the rules. But I literally just said I make the rules, so I undermined my entire argument. Idiot! Greatest band ever? Are you talking about the Beatles? Because, like, they're fine. I have no great love for the Beatles, unfortunately. Like, some of their songs are okay. They're not my favorite. But I appreciate it. If you love them, that's great. Day 85 was the guitar. So if you're interested in some guitar, the last like half an hour of day 85, thank you. Thank you for that, my friend. Tool is the best band. Tool is really good too. Tool is really good too. I just haven't listened to Tool as much as I would like to. I've listened to a lot of the Beatles, and to me, they are fine. They are fine. Not to yuck anyone's yum, but they are fine. Anyways, freaking camera, focus on my face. I am the focus. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, whatever. Let me see. They had such an influence on many bands and musicians. 100%. 100%. In terms of like lineage and at the time, like what they were doing versus what everyone else was doing, there is no denying the legacy and the impact that the Beatles have had on the world of music. That is full stop. I 100% agree with you there. Just for my take, like if I'm listening to the Beatles, I'm just kind of like, I understand the importance and the significance of it. I just don't really like to listen to it. Which, you know, not everything is for everybody. Like, I don't really care for Justin Bieber, but, you know, don't say that around certain chatters. You know who you are. Well, just rewatched Day 85 and we were playing and singing. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's what we do. Day 85. So I think you should just be able to scroll back onto previous streams. hopefully, and on YouTube. Sorry, on YouTube. I don't know if Twitch holds the VODs that long. Across the Universe. I don't know if I can pull it out of my hat at the moment. I feel like I have, because that's the name of the movie, right? With what's his face in Strawberry Fields? No, I'm thinking of Strawberry Fields, I think. Across the Universe was the name of the film, but Strawberry Fields was like the, I don't know. They all mixed together for me. It's like, I don't know. Well, it's like how the Beastie Boys changed things, but that doesn't mean they're popular, just significant. I mean, but the Beastie Boys are popular. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, you gotta fight for your right to party? Like, you'd be hard pressed to find people. I think if you went out someplace where people are gathering and having a good time, and you said, you gotta fight for your right, I think the entire group, the whole crowd would be like, to party! That's significant and popular. I think Beastie Boys, like, I'm not going to say they're better than the Beatles. I'm going to say they're more recent than the Beatles. So they're more in the, cultural zeitgeist, as it were. But, and honestly, more to my taste. Definitely not popular now. I'm just saying it's not holding up. Really? Oh, that's so sad. Maybe I'm just showing my age. I was gonna say it might just be because I'm 34, and in my younger impressionable years, Beastie Boys were definitely more so. Maybe they've dropped off. I don't know. Dang, that's kind of sad. The guitar would have been at the very end. So the last like 20-30 minutes, I think, would have been when we played guitar. All right, we're gonna do this last little bit of the cello sonata, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up pretty soon because I'm hungry and I gotta get lunch. So 1 second. I can't ever make that shift. It's like, in context. Excuse me, my goodness. I used to listen to the big ones. The No Sleep Till Brooklyn and Fight for Your Right to Party were like I think the only two that I really listened to, but they were huge back in the day. That was the good shit. Like la la, like the Savesta? Oh, that's translated. I don't know. Como la Savesta? That sounds very fun. That's probably some lyric that I don't get, right? Within You, Without You, Because, Norwegian Wood, I even have forgotten the names. These are Beatles. Oh, Beatles songs. Yeah, and maybe I just haven't heard the ones that really connect with me. But like, Yellow Submarine, ain't it? 8 Days a Week, ain't it? Hey Jude, kinda, like, sorta, but not really. They're not for me. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's so very kind of you. Thinking of getting an OLED TV? Dude, I need to get a new TV. Mine are like, they're starting to get dead pixel lines on them, and it's like, I don't know. It's getting annoying. Yo, welcome back, Watson. You're back just in time for the end of stream. I might have figured it out using the B-flat horn fingerings. Oh, sorry. B-flat horn fingerings such as D from 1 to 1, 2, D-flat, going from 1, 2 to 2, 3 makes controlling the low register so much easier. So, yeah. And that's a very good point. If you don't do... I almost exclusively use the B-flat side from E down to C. So, I'll do... Maybe sometimes the F, but the F sounds better on the F side, but it controls better on the B flat side. So that one I do some other. I'll alternate on that one, but definitely you don't want to do the F side going down because that's just it's unstable, it's nasty, it's just a ugly bunch of notes. It's just bad. It's ugly. Definitely utilize the B flat side for, at the very least, D and D flat. E flat and E are also I would recommend. F I alternate, but those are the surface. I have a date. I don't know the deep cuts. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I gotta. All right, Norwegian wood. If that is one that I have. That is stuck with me. The name is funny because it could also be a euphemism. Oh, you're on a single horn. Shit, that's right. Gross. Not gross, but that's going to make that a lot more difficult. I forgot you were on a single horn. Mouthpiece buzzing. Mouthpiece buzzing. Norwegian wood. Got to make sure that we've got Norwegian wood because that was going to be if you do mouthpiece buzzing, and it helps a lot if you have a buzz pipe or something. I made one myself from vinyl tubing, and what I do for this, because you can't do an F or a B flat side, it just is, it's a test of is your embouchure and is your air good enough for these pitches. So doing and expanding your range downwards gradually. I've been working on mouthpiece stuff for like a month and a half now, and it's still not great, but that's really helped me to secure my lower register notes, is doing them on mouthpiece. Highly recommended. B flat fingering still make it easier. 100%. And when I'm playing, that's what I use. But if you want to like build and develop as an exercise, definitely don't skip the mouthpiece buzzing. That's really it helps everything that you do, but especially the low register as you get down, because I could not play below the B flat below middle C when I first started to like do mouthpiece work, because I just had a dead zone in my mouthpiece buzzing. I honestly, to this day, don't really know why. It was some defect in my embouchure or air or something. But now, it's working them through, and I'm much more solid on the horn because of what I've been doing on the mouthpiece. So it's all interconnected, and it's all good to do. And I'm running late for lunch now. I'm sorry to say we're going to have to wrap it up because my... I see why that was held for review. They also have a song named Doing Your Mom. Yeah, see, that's the thing with the Beatles. It's like they do a lot of good stuff, and then they come out with shit like that. And it's like, these really are the greatest. This is the greatest that humanity has to offer. It's whatever. But yes, we got to go. My stomach's growling. It's about to be picked up on the mic. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And yeah, I hope all you wonderful, beautiful people have a great rest of your day. And we'll see y'all later. I'm sorry, Hyperactive. We got to get going. I'm starving. I had a breakfast burrito for breakfast and nothing since, so I got to get going. But we'll see ya.